And I might be there, for, maybe 10, 15, hell, like Edge. He was there for probably 13, 15 years. Or something around there. And the thing with that is, might be gone 250, 300 days out of the year with that kind of job. And it's the perfect kind of job though, because you get to see all around the world, get to hone your craft a little more, got to perform live in front of thousands and millions of people, especially the millions of people watching at home. And with those online streams and pay-per-views and what have you, you get to help out a lot of people, especially with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and a lot of charity work, a lot of stuff like that. And just all that travel, all that sacrifice, maybe 20, 30, 40 years, you might see me as a Hall of Famer someday. I don't know. Will I use the AE character? Will I use a whole new character? I don't know at that time. What I do know is, I got at least, like I said before, you got to pass college first, because at least if that doesn't work out for you, if you have a career-ending injury or something, you got to have some kind of line of work to fall back on. That's not a lot of people will worry about, because they want to, be like the world champion in like 2 years or some shit. And, for some people that might work. Some people, because of course that champion's money helps you out a lot, to be honest. But you never know. The fact is, you got to do what you got to do first. You got to get your priorities set first. Then do what you ever need to do. Before, barely the perfect job for me. I mean, come on. I know I can do it. But I don't know if anyone else thinks I can do it. I bet some people know I can, some people know I can't. Some people think I can't, some people know I can do it. But the fact is, you gotta know in your heart that you can do it. And I know for sure I can do it. And it's gonna be a long road just to get college done, let alone start training to be a wrestler there. But we'll see what happens, Fact is, a lot of shit's coming up, like Easter's coming up. And you gotta have not only your priorities set, but you just gotta get through days like that. Because, every day in life you should keep it for granted, Every day in life they take for granted. And each day might be your last, to be honest. You never know. And especially with the AE character, he's long gone now. He's dead, pretty much, in my book. I mean, we talked to Paul Bearer and The Undertaker, and they pretty much made a special casket for him for that funeral. And if you don't know about it, you can probably look on the XHWE site and some people's inboxes and shit, and you could get a full story on that, because I'm not going to go into it for sure. I'm not going to go into it just for shit like that. Come on, boy. But the fact is, I'm gone. I'm not going to do that shit anymore. I'm not going to have a shit, and this is the first step in a long walk, not only with God, but to just get what I think is right done, to get my dream job done, to make it a success and not a failure. I'm almost in my 20s. That's pretty much all I want to do, to be honest. For that love of the business. And you know, a few nights ago, some storms like that, you know, kind of take life for granted, especially when you dodge the big storm, you miss the big tornado and all that shit. And I hear that storm went through Kentucky yesterday, and now it's all in the East Coast and the West Coast by now. And I feel bad for them because we got off really lucky. I mean, because I know it went like to East Kentucky, and I know it's in the West Coast or East Coast today, wherever direction it went. And my prayers and thoughts are with them, and I want them to survive too, because a lot of people have died with those kind of storms. A lot of people have died in general with those kind of things going around. And you know, like I said before, every day you take life for granted, it's going to kick you in the ass someday, and you don't know if you're going to go to heaven or hell. But I do know the Lord's with me somewhere. Every day He's with me. Every day He's somewhere with me, and He's thinking out a plan. But I know some of my plans too, and He knows some of my plans as well. I thank Him every day I'm able to walk. Every day I'm able to do whatever I want to do. Within reason, of course, but still. Thankful for that. A lot of people take that for granted too, that you think the Lord's going to help you out with everything, but in reality, He'll help you with some things. Some of those things you got to fix yourself too. And, yeah. Come on, get out of there, bushes, man. Hey, how are you, man?
How are you?
I'm good.
New dog?
Yeah, we had him since last year, 2 years ago. It's almost been a year, at least. Come on, buddy.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you. And you know, stuff like that, you know, seeing old friends again is a blessing too. But like I said before, you know, God has a purpose for everyone, but you know, He's going to help you out with some things, not all of them. You got to fix some of them yourself too. Oh, those roses smell great too. You know, you just get to stop and smell those roses and flowers, and especially during next week, this time of Easter, and everything you're grateful for, and in the months and weeks ahead. I know where I'm going too. I know where my life's going, and I know when to fix it. And I know when to fix it, and I know what to do sometimes. But sometimes I might need help. And that's pretty much a lesson you need to figure out on your own. And what I do know is at the end of the day, people like this little monkey over here, I can get your leash off there, buddy. Come here. Come here. People like this little guy help me out every day. People like that little guy help me out every single day. That's a life lesson you gotta figure out. Even little animals, little buddies, might help you out. And at the end of the day, I know where I'm going. I know where my life's heading. Hopefully I know where your life is heading. Now, Dash, you stay outside, okay? No, buddy, outside. Stay out. Stay out. But like I'm saying, I know where my life is going. Hopefully you know where your life's going. Isn't that right, kitty? Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here. It's okay. Come on. Nah, she's camera shy. It's you, kitty. It's you, kitty. Come here. Nothing's gonna hurt ya. You just